Hello, my name is Shamia Smith. Today we'll be discussing racism. Racism in this society is causing a major separation amongst the people, and there is a need to make a change so that we can come together as one. What is racism? Racism is a belief or doctrine that inherit differences among the various human kinds, determine cultural or individual achievement, usually involving the idea that one's own race is superior and has the right to rule others. That's from dictionary.com. In today's society, racism has still been prevalent. Years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King had a speech, I Have a Dream speech. In this speech, he stated, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We had the truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal. He also stated in his speech, I have a dream that one day sons of former slaves and sons of former slave owners will sit down together at the table of brotherhood. In the United States today, there is still racism going on. Not necessarily between Caucasians and African Americans. You have racism against handicapped, the disabled. You have racism against lesbians and gays. And I think that with God creating all of us as one, that we should come together as one. There shouldn't be a race, a culture, a color that's better than the next, because God created us all equal. The Bible also states that racism is wrong. Given evidence, this is some few verses that is stated in the Bible that racism is wrong. Galatians 3:28 states, there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither slave nor free, there is no female or male, for you are all one under Christ Jesus. John 7:24 states, do not judge by appearance, but judge with right judgment. Also stated in the Bible, Romans 10:12, for there is no distinction between Jew or Greek, for the same Lord is Lord of all, bestowing his riches on all who call on him. So God is saying, we are all made under Jesus Christ. We are all the same. The United States is the biggest melting pot in the world. You have Caucasian, you have white, you have Mexican, Latino, African American, Africans. There are so many different cultures in the United States that there shouldn't be any racism. There are even cultures that aren't even cultures anymore due to mixing. You have black and whites having children. You have Asians and black having children. Our cultures in the United States are all different colors, like a rainbow. And the rainbow is made by Jesus Christ. So I truly think that racism is very, very wrong. And definitely we see that it's prevalent still because, for example, the Trayvon Martin case. This boy, 17 years old, and he's African American and he's mixed with Mexican. So he's not a pure African American. He has different cultures in him. But just because of the color of his skin and what he was wearing, he was racially profiled against. And I think that just because of a certain color you are, or certain things you wear, or a certain sexual orientation you are, you shouldn't be judged on, because at the end of the day, we are all people, we are all sinners, and the only judge that we have is God. God is the only one that's going to judge us at those pearly gates. If we come together as one, as a nation, our country will be the strongest, most powerful country ever. We are now, but if we work together as one, we will be a lot more powerful than we are. Now, the Bible is the biggest source that states that racism is wrong. Then you have different speeches, like I have a dream speech, and then you have the proclamation that Lincoln came that sees slavery. So there's many documents in the U.S. and in the world that rules out racism, but is very much prevalent. A white guy might not get a job or interview at somewhere he placed the application because of his sexual orientation. I might not get a job or interview due to how my name is. So it's always going to be stereotypes, it's always going to be racism, but if we all come together as one, then we would definitely outweigh racism and positively reduce it. We have to do this together. So as myself, I'm going to continue to teach how powerful it will be to reduce racism. If we come together and teach our children that's coming, the generations that's coming, that it doesn't matter what color you are, where you came from, what you wear, who you know. It's about your personality, your goals, and what you want to do with your life. That's what matters in society today. Your intelligence, your heart, and your ability to make the world better. What you can give to your community. That is what should matter, not the color of your skin. Racism is prevalent, but with the work of the people of our nation, we can make it totally better and get the future ready for generations to come. It's been decades since the I Have a Dream speech by Dr. Martin Luther King and the proclamation. We need to stand up for these documents that these authority figures worked hard to get done for us. We need to show them our appreciation and get out here and be a community and a bettering society for generations to come. Thank you.